There is always something exciting on the big screen, and producer Charlie joins me now with this week's edition of Cinema Corner. Okay, where do we start?
Okay, so first up, we got a big sports movie.
Yes.
I mean, racing, you consider sports,
Yeah.
right? So we have F1, the movie. So this is a PG-13 sports drama that stars Brad Pitt as a race car driver who returns to Formula One after 30 years of being absent to save his former teammates' underdog team from collapse. So starring alongside the amazing one and only Brad Pitt, we have Damson Idris, Carrie Condon, Javier Bardem, which I really like Javier. He's
too,
a great
yeah.
actor. And I feel like I didn't realize he was in this until I was watching it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Javier.
Yeah.
So the team behind Top Gun actually kind of reunites for this. It's written and directed by Joseph Kosinski, co-written by Aaron Kruger, and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, who all big names, especially Jerry Bruckheimer. I feel like you should definitely know Jerry Bruckheimer's name. So to show you how big this movie was, even when it was just untitled and starring Brad Pitt, there was a bidding war for this film in 2021.
Wow.
And here's who all was bidding on it. Paramount Studios, MGM, Sony, Universal, Disney, Netflix, Apple, and Amazon. All the big names, for sure.
Wanted a bite of the apple, yeah.
And funny you say that, because Apple ultimately won.
There you go.
So Apple is the production company that won that bidding war, and they also have distribution rights along with Warner Brothers.
Ah, very good.
So F1's governing body, which who knew they had it if you don't watch racing, the FIA actually collaborated with this project, and some of the racing sequences were actually shot during the 2023 and 2024 World Championships. So it actually features real racing, and actual real F1 teams and racers are in the film as well.
I like it.
So going into this, I was like, ugh, racing.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
That's a long time, yeah.
And I don't care for sports.
Right?
But here's the thing I should have realized. Every time I go into a movie like that, I end up enjoying it way more than I expected.
Okay.
F1 the movie is way better than I would have ever thought it was. The 2.5 hours doesn't feel like 2.5 hours. It actually flew by a lot faster.
Okay.
I mean, it was still a little bit long.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like a full 2.5 hours like some movies that do. Brad Pitt really brings the magnetism and charisma to this role.
I love that.
I would say probably one of the best roles I've seen him in.
Wow.
I mean, he's a very laid-back character. He presents it very well. He was actually paid $30 million for this role.
Wow.
So, Mr. Pitt, he is on high demand.
Yeah, he, I guess, is comfortable with the money for sure.
Right. It definitely also kept me on the edge of my seat on what's going to happen next. Now, I mean, everybody's different. If you don't like racing, you might not be on as you see. Actually, reviews from those in the motorsports genre world, they didn't actually seem to really care for it.
Yeah.
They called it unrealistic, but in a viewpoint of somebody that doesn't watch motor racing.
Yeah.
To me, sure seemed realistic.
Yeah.
So it's an enjoyable one. I mean, like I said, 2.5 hours, so you're gonna have to take out a chunk of time. We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
The soundtrack
Yes.
is impressive.
Yeah.
It was actually, I didn't realize, composed by Hans Zimmerman. A huge name.
Yeah.
And I mean, the names on the soundtrack, though, Ed Sheeran, Doja Cat, Chris Stapleton, Tate McRae. I mean, just such big names and such a diversity, too. Very impressive soundtrack.
Yeah.
I really did like it in the film. There is a lot of product placement in this film, too. But when you think about it, it's not too surprising considering sports cars are constantly plastered with their advertisers, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, there's a McDonald's cup, and right there, the Take 5 oil change place, So, not surprising, but just felt like a lot more that stood out more than normal, you know? So far, it's actually made $146.3 million worldwide.
Wow.
But its budget's $200 million, so it hasn't hit that mark quite yet. So it's a good one, though. It's only in its first week. But we are getting into our summer blockbusters, so it might have a little competition coming on.
Yeah.
So moving on, we're going to go to the Queen of Slay, because she is back.
Okay.
M3GAN 2.0.
Oh, no. This movie.
So this is a PG-13 sci-fi action. It follows M3GAN being rebuilt to combat a humanoid military robot built using her technology that is attempting an AI takeover. So returning to from our first one is Allison Williams, Violet McGraw, Brian Jordan Alvarez, Jen Van Epps, and as the voice of M3GAN, Jenna Davis.
Okay.
So, but in the new, we have Ivana Sakno as Amelia, our new AI robot.
Yeah.
So back in 2022 is when the first M3GAN came out. A kind of global sensation. It made I think it was 81.8 million.
Oh my god.
And so Universal Pictures was very happy with those results.
Yeah.
And so they had, a few months after the release, announced M3GAN 2.0. I mean, it was entitled that at that point in time. It definitely loses that horror element that the first one had. The first one is classified as a horror sci-fi. This one, like I said, is action sci-fi. I would even say it's more action comedy too, with that sci-fi aspect in there. I really did enjoy it though. I enjoyed the first M3GAN. I enjoyed this M3GAN. It's just something different. She is sassy. Which even who doesn't love a good sassy character, you know?
Sure.
You will want to watch the first film though too.
Okay.
Because it won't make much sense with some of the backstory they have
context,
there.
yeah.
Yes. I do really love Bryden Jordan Alvarez's character. Very funny character. His comedic timing is really good.
He's really funny.
He is really funny. If you haven't watched his show, The English Teacher on Hulu,
Check it out.
highly recommend that one.
Okay.
Worldwide though, this one's only made 17 million so far with a budget of 25 million. So box office turnout's not as good as the first one.
Sure.
But it's only been a week.
Yeah.
We will see how it goes. Maybe we'll get M3GAN 3.0.
You know what? Never
never
say
know.
never, I guess, but let's hope not.
The director said he has many ideas for sequels in mind,
right.
so he'll keep making them as long as they'll keep producing them. You know.
We'll see what happens.
So now I want to pivot real quick to a TV show.
Okay.
TV series. So this is Ironheart. This is MCU's 14th TV series.
Wow.
So in the wide range of all the movies that
Yeah.
come out. So this follows MIT student Riri Williams as she returns home to Chicago, where she discovers secrets that pit technology against magic. So playing our role of Riri Williams, we have Dominique Thorne. Starring alongside her, we have Lyric Ross, Anthony Ramos, and Alden Ehrenreich. So I wanted to talk about a TV show because it's a very good one. And it's MCU, and I love the MCU.
Yeah, interesting cast as well.
It does have a great cast. Dominique Thorne, she shines. I can't wait to see where she goes. This actually takes place after the events of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, where her character got introduced.
Yeah.
So it picks up, I think, about 6 months after that. Ryan Coogler, who directed the first 2 Black Panther films, him and his production company actually produced the show. So you have that Ryan Coogler quality, It's really the first time in the MCU that we see magic and technology mix within the universe.
Yeah.
It's really good, but like I was getting to a second ago, the reason I wanted to review this, we'll talk about this one, is because there's a lot of negative outlook on this film online for no reason.
Oh.
Before the first 3 episodes dropped last week, it was review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes because people, and for some reason, a lot of MCU fans, if it's not a straight white male character, like leading actor, they just hate it.
Yeah.
The Marvels didn't do good with 3 women leading the cast, and a bunch of others, She-Hulk. So this is a very good show. Great quality, definitely fits right in with the MCU.
Yeah.
The next 3 episodes actually are out right now. They
Okay.
just dropped. So I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. Don't listen to the haters online.
Yeah.
Go
Form your
watch
own
it.
opinion also. Watch it. And form
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that should be for any TV show or movie.
Yeah,
Form your own opinion. But go watch it now. All 6 episodes are streaming now on Disney+. So, pivoting back to movies,
Yeah.
we're now in July.
Okay.
And with July comes 3 massive summer blockbusters.
Yeah, I'm excited for
And our first one releases today, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay.
Super excited for this.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson,
Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey, just an all-around great cast.
Yeah.
And then also we have 40 Acres releasing as well.
Ah,
so
okay.
not as big of a one, but it's there. Then coming to streaming, today we have Prime Video's original Heads of State with
Okay.
John Cena and Idris Elba,
Interesting duo.
right?
Yeah.
And then this Friday, Sinners, Ryan Coogler
Oh.
hits HBO Max with Michael B. Jordan.
Wow.
If you did not watch it, I highly recommend this
That
one.
came to streaming pretty quick, I feel like.
Anymore, a lot of them
Yeah,
come to
it's
streaming
how it
very
goes.
quickly.
Yeah.
Then also on Friday on Hulu, we have In the Lost Lands. This one was,
Yeah.
but if you want to, like we just said, form your own opinions.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Yeah. All right.
So-
Well, there's plenty of recommendations to go to theaters, watch something on streaming. Let us know what you think, and we'll be right back.